Adam was an ambitious young man, a game developer with big dreams. But lately, his life had felt monotonous, stuck in an endless cycle of work and sleep. He craved something new, something thrilling, an experience that would reignite his creativity. That's when he heard about the abandoned house at the edge of town, a place surrounded by terrifying rumors. Some said it was haunted, others whispered that those who entered never came out the same. Instead of fear, Adam felt intrigued. What if this house could inspire the horror game he had been struggling to create? Determined, he grabbed his camera and headed toward the infamous house. The house was a relic of the past, its wooden exterior warped by time. Its windows were broken, and the wind howled through the cracks like a distant whisper. As Adam approached the entrance, he noticed something unsettling. The front door was slightly open. His heart pounded, but he convinced himself it was just an old door that had been left ajar by the wind. Taking a deep breath, he stepped inside. The door slammed shut behind him. Inside, the house smelled of damp wood and decay. The wallpaper peeled off like old skin, and the furniture was covered in thick dust. It was clear that no one had lived here for decades. But then his eyes locked onto something strange, a massive mirror standing in the center of the room. Unlike everything else in the house, it was spotless, reflecting his image with unnatural clarity. But something was wrong. His reflection wasn't moving like him. It stood a second behind, its head tilting slightly, its eyes hollow. Then it smiled. Adam stepped back, his breath shallow. His reflection did not. And then it spoke. This house is not just abandoned. It's a test. Face your fears, or become a part of them. The floor creaked beneath his feet as the walls shifted. Shadows in the corners of the room moved. The whispers he had ignored before became louder, surrounding him from every direction. Adam turned toward the door, but it had vanished. There was only darkness where the exit should have been. A chill crawled up his spine. This wasn't just a house. It was alive. Then he heard footsteps. Not just one set, many. They came from upstairs, from the hallway, from behind him. He spun around, but no one was there. Yet, the mirror showed something different. It reflected figures, shadowy and distorted, closing in on him from all sides. His reflection, no longer him, stood still, watching, grinning. Adam felt his mind slipping. Fear threatened to consume him, to paralyze him, to make him a part of this place forever. But then he realized something. The voice had said this was a test of fear. And fear was exactly what was keeping him trapped here. Clenching his fists, Adam shut his eyes and whispered, "None of this is real." The whispers faded. He took a step forward toward the figures in the mirror. "You are not real." The figures stopped moving. Then, with every ounce of strength he had, he shouted, "I will not be afraid." Silence. The air shifted. The cold that had wrapped around him like a cage lifted.